Hello everyone that is watching here on JCTV Africa. We are back with another news that is on this page, Africa Beautiful or Ruined. I must put a disclaimer, the news that you are hearing on this is from Africa Ruined and does not reflect the views or what this platform represents. Whether it is true or false, you will be the judge. All right, that being said, let's get into the story here. SADC to conclude due process on Zimbabwe in March. By our correspondent in Gaborone, Botswana, SADC will by end of March 2024 conclude its due process aimed at reversing the illegitimacy in Harare from the past Zimbabwe elections, our sources within SADC say. SADC Secretariat says due process on Zimbabwe elections will be concluded in March. This should pave way for the June 30 fresh elections in Zimbabwe, our sources within SADC say. That is certainly good news to everyone who has been following closely how SADC is dealing with the infringement of democratic processes in Zimbabwe, which SADC themselves have received and adopted in the form of their SEOM report in Zimbabwe, which says elections in Zimbabwe fell short of the revised SADC guidelines and principles of the democratic election of 2021. As a publication, we were also very excited because this gives the people of Zimbabwe a chance to move on with their lives. We also move on ourselves as a publication to another troubled SADC member state, the Democratic Republic of Congo. After making a lot of noise on Zimbabwe, we hope to do the same with DRC, a SADC country that has known no peace. We'll dig deeper to unearth why this is so. On Zimbabwe, we felt it was important to make some noise about the infringement of democratic processes in Zimbabwe elections after SADC received and adopted the SOM report on Zimbabwe elections. We were interested in what SADC were going to do about it. Previously, such reports gathered dust in shelves. We expressed our concern to the SADC Secretariat about the lack of silence and the lack of updates on the Zimbabwe elections SEOM report to the public. Our political science professor says best in Florida says SADC should improve their public relations. SADC usually posts on their platforms information which we don't need. The SADC member states publicly and indeed the whole world need to know what is happening with Zimbabwe elections. SEOM report, the DRC final SEOM report. The interested public should never guess what's happening in SADC with regards to SEOM report on Zimbabwe elections in DRC. There is need to improve there. Zimbabwe held harmonized elections on 23-24 August, which the SADC Electoral Observer Mission report on Zimbabwe says fell short of revised SADC guidelines and principles of democratic election on November 4 and at the extraordinary summit of the heads of state and government in Luanda, Angola, received and adopted their SOM reports on Zimbabwe election. As a result, we followed the SADC due process to reverse the illegitimacy. It's good news to know that SADC will conclude due process and reverse the illegitimacy in Harare after the flawed Zimbabwe election, an African think tank says. This is coming from this page, Africa Beautiful or Ruined, and they are saying that the reason why they have been spreading the issue of SADC doing elections in Zimbabwe, it was because the SADC was poor at announcing Kutisiro Fambase. So I just thought I need to give that to you to then ask the questions. We are few weeks from March, probably you can say 12 weeks from the month of March. So once the month of March ends, we will then see whether this page was really telling the truth or whether SADC is going to announce the issue of fresh elections, because they are saying that fresh elections are going to happen in June and there is no way that people are going to go into elections without campaigning. So let us see what is going to happen, whether they were lying to us, whether they were trying to hoodwink the Zimbabweans to not move forward, or they were doing it for the sake of just doing propaganda. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you make of what this page is suggesting, that they are very much reliably informed of what is happening within SADC ranks? There is no much that we can do to verify. Even if we ask the guys from SADC, they'll tell you we're not doing this, but there are some secrets that are to be kept and they only be reviewed at a certain time. We hold on to that hope that maybe that's what is happening, or there is nothing that is happening at all. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I would love to hear what you think about this page and what they are claiming. See you on the next video.